I got all the nuts loosened, and I'm going to jack up the truck, and then we'll take the wheel off. So I got this little ProLift bottle jack, and it comes with a two-piece lever arm. See, it comes like this, so you can store it pretty much anywhere. I'm probably going to end up storing this in the truck with a piece of wood, because as you can see, maybe two pieces of wood. It doesn't quite reach up to the top there, but with a piece of wood, man, you can really get up in there. To make this 4-ton bottle jack work, I had to lift the truck with one piece of wood, place the jack stand, lower the bottle jack, place another piece of wood, and then put the bottle jack back on it, lift it again, and then lift the truck higher. And I did that because I need to get good clearance underneath this tire. I need the 2 inches that I'm going to be adding to the lift kit on there, because once I put that lift kit on there, well, the tire is going to be lower. So that's that. Alright, I gotta go do the other side, because once the wheel comes off, I have to be able to release that sway bar from both sides, and then so I gotta get the wheels off of both sides. And that's that. Alright, I went ahead and hit all these with penetrant. The more often I hit these with penetrant, you know, these little nuts and bolts and things that I gotta get out of here, the better chance I'm gonna have of actually getting it off. But for today, I need to get this sway bar off, and I need to get these links down here off, and I gotta get the bottom of the knuckle off, which has got a pinch bolt that goes into there, and then I'm even gonna need to get this nut here off. So I didn't spray that one. Anyways, gotta get some penetrant on just about everything, and then this one here, these two I believe are 17 millimeter. Oh yeah, also forgot, you want to get all these anti-lock wires and things, kind of get them up and out of the way, because you don't want those to get damaged. So here we go. Try and get that out of the way as much as we can. On the back side of this anti-sway bar link right here, I'm using a 3/4 inch box wrench, open-ended wrench there, and on the front of it I'm using a 17 millimeter with the breaker bar, and I was able to keep that from swirling around. And there's the nut off the end of that. So, alright, so today I achieved something new. I actually broke a open-ended wrench there. I've never done that before, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I might need to borrow a neighbor's or something, but well, that sucks. I can tell you that I'm probably going to end up just cutting off the old parts, because I mean, who cares, right? So c'est la vie. The anti-sway bar link is now released on both sides, and you can just grab this sway bar right here, just give it a little pull down like that, and now that sucker's all the way out of the way. So we can work on getting that anti-sway bar bolt off. Well, do some vice grips in my breaker bar to do that. Alright, so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm sort of back and forth, getting this sucker off here like this, a little bit at a time, until it comes all the way. And that's going to be that. I was trying to do this with that 3/4 inch box end wrench, but saw how that ended. Just glad that the new one will be a little bit easier to get on. Worst case scenario, I gotta throw the new parts on here, just this one, connect that back and put the wheels on, then I go to the store and buy a new wrench. Alright, so here's the wheel, and over here's where there's where the sway bar link was. I guess I didn't really actually have to take that off. It was a big fat pain in the butt, but if you ever need to take that off, that's how you do that. And then on this side down So you can see this big piece of metal here. That's the knuckle. Okay, it's got an upper bolt. That's where your ball joint is up there. We're gonna have to get that off later. And down at the bottom, we got a pinch bolt. Shining my flashlight on it. Right down here on the bottom, you can see the lower ball joint right there. Sorry about the lighting. But there's the bolt the nut that holds that pinch bolt. So we're gonna have to loosen that, get that bolt out of there. For that, I'm using this 3/4 inch with the breaker bar. So I just tried it a second ago. It moved real easy. So I'm hoping. Yeah, and I have this on the other side, 17 millimeter, and it's just sort of dangling there. It didn't move at all when I was twisting it. So just in case I needed some leverage on the other side. All right. So I got the pinch bolt loosened up back behind here, and I went to go and take off this lower part of the strut down here, and I started to strip that nut on that side over there. So I got my vice grips out and I grabbed a hold of it, and I got my breaker bar here, and let's see. So anyways, I'm just twisting it this way. I'm just taking it out this way. All right, these already pre-sprung shocks come with a different set of nuts on the top. They come from the factory. So these are 15 millimeters. If you're removing factory ones, you got 14 millimeters. So you're going to want a deep socket for that. Alright, I got the bolt out of the bottom and the 3 nuts off the top. So now it's time to remove this strut assembly. And that's how that comes out. Ta-da! Next time this goes back on, it'll have a little red cap on top of it. Alright, kind of excited because I'm going to end up removing this nut down here now. These little needle nose vice grips. You got to take good care of these because you're going to be putting them back on. So that's that. And I had to order a 32 millimeter socket. That should fit right in there. Ooh, baby, look at that. Okay, so what we're doing with this is we're going to release the axle. I'm going to tilt this whole assembly out away from, push the axle in a little bit and give myself some room to replace that lower control arm. Let's see how that works. Alright. Oh geez, okay. That probably would have been easier to do with the wheels on. Okay, as you can see, I got I've managed to do it, and I'm going to use the hammer to just, don't take this all the way off, just hit the nut on the outside, loosen it up a little bit, and then give it a little push like that, and there you see I loosen the axle all the way through so I can have a little play when I'm trying to get that lower control arm out. Here's that knuckle, and there's the lower ball joint going into it. And we loosened this up earlier, but I mean obviously it's not coming out yet. Alright, well this knuckle right here, I tried all kinds of tools and different things to get it out, but what it came down to it in the end, just so you guys know, it's threaded on the end down here, the bottom of the knuckle. There's a pinch bolt right here, and it's threaded on the back side, and it was really frozen, and what I ended up doing was turning it both directions, and as I found out, the only way that you can get it out is by hitting it. The threads, there are no threads on the inside of this pinch bolt, so I used this very big heavy Sledgehammer's splitting maul, and I hit the back of it, and I'll show you, like that, and it popped right out. So you can see there's a lot of rust and stuff going on inside there. That's what was holding that baby in tight. I used a spray First I torched it till the smoke was coming off the boot. That's how I did it. Double thumbs up.